Chicago, 1993. Long before
The Paramount Award in women's golf was claimed by Jeeno Thitikul, an outcome few anticipated. In a domain where bold displays typically command attention, Thitikul had navigated the 2025 season largely unnoticed, reliable though never dazzling, steady, never enthralling. Her approach was labeled mundane by critics, and her capacity for decisive wins questioned by fans. However, upon the conclusion of women's golf's most lucrative competition, she stood with the trophy, igniting an online explosion centered on a single astonishing query: did this represent the most significant miscalculation in LPGA history? Whispers of mathematical irregularities proliferate. Social platforms buzzed with hypotheses of scoring anomalies or system failures, and within hours, the notion of an unintentional triumph dominated golf discussions globally. This narrative explores how a seemingly understated victory sparked the tour's most profound controversy in years.
Way to end the season than with a win from the world #1, Jeeno Thitikul.
Incredible. I mean, like, incredible, extremely happy for sure to be able to, defend the titles.
And an unreal par save on 14.
An impressive stroke mirroring previous demonstrations.
Help draw. Don't think she can carry that right bunker today.
Jeeno Thitikul's entry into professional golf lacked the fanfare of a viral youth prodigy, or the buzz of a universally acclaimed next big star. Her standing was forged through unwavering consistency, a deliberate, quiet mastery of resilience, an attribute many competitors lacked under duress. While peers chased prodigious drives and highlight reel acrobatics for digital consumption, she cultivated a game of calculated wisdom, hitting fairways, converting putts, and leveraging probability. Yet, in a contemporary golf landscape craving spectacle and internet virality, her methodology rendered her easily disregarded. Pundits seldom included her in forecasts. Jeeno is dependable, but not the narrative, television hosts would remark, drawn instead to bold, high-stakes players who enlivened events. Throughout the 2025 season, she garnered respect but rarely concern, a persistent presence near the top, yet never the focal point. Even top 10 finishes yielded attention to more charismatic figures, dramatic performers, or those achieving breathtaking, camera-ready shots. What was entirely overlooked, however, was her quiet accumulation of a potent advantage. Amidst the focus on showmanship, Jeeno cultivated an indomitable mental fortitude, perfectly aligning herself for the one championship where her unflappable strategy would prove decisively effective. As the 2025 season progressed, this strategic alignment was setting the stage for one of golf's most contentious events in memory.
Can you believe that you're the world #1?
Nope. I'm still I can't believe it. I'll just, every day I just remind myself as a kid, just to, being on the LPGA tour, not imagine about the ranking on the world #1 in my head at all, to be honest.
I'm unsure what unfolds, what transpires, but here it is, my current standing. That period of contention, though not headline-grabbing, was progressing towards something singular. While peers secured major victories, orchestrated remarkable recoveries, and generated universally shared viral moments, Jeeno maintained an elite, unwavering performance. Each week without theatrics or major stumbles, just persistent, solid golf that steadily accumulated. Online golf aficionados began crafting narratives around her steadfast method, highly capable, yet not a superstar, remarkably consistent but without major breakthroughs, always competitive but struggling to clinch. Concurrently, figures such as Miyu Yamashita, Lilia Vu, Rose Zhang, and Minji Lee commanded primary focus. Their triumphs were perceived as explosive and emotionally charged. Their events were imbued with drama and momentum, captivating audiences. Against this backdrop of excitement, Jeeno appeared as a reliable player, perhaps ill-equipped for pivotal junctures. Even golf authorities questioned if her meticulous approach would endure peak pressure, asserting the CME championship format favored bold competitors, adept at seizing crucial opportunities. Her strategy seemingly diverged from the archetype of a seasoned champion. Yet, the creation of narratives is intriguing. They form readily when a complete picture is absent. In 2025, the broader golf community failed to discern the true progression, as attention fixated on star players and their dramatic wins. She was methodically crafting a season precisely designed to plunge the finale into utter disarray. To comprehend this ensuing volatility, one must grasp the tournament structure loathed by many golf enthusiasts. The CME Tour Championship has perennially sparked contention among fans. It represents the year's richest competition, with a $7 million prize pool, but it also functions as an event where all prior season standings are nullified. The entire year's hierarchy is reordered, rendering anything possible within 4 days. This is why it sparks annual debate. Rather than simply recognizing the season's dominant force, the tournament employs a points reset, equalizing the competitive landscape. A player with an exceptional year risks losing the season title over a challenging weekend, while a less prominent performer can unexpectedly emerge victorious if the reset aligns favorably. Though entirely legitimate in a long-standing system, golf fans hold conflicted views. Entering 2025, discussions intensified. Some contended the reset diminished season-long achievement. Even professional commentators conceded the mathematics were baffling. Online golf communities perpetually questioned if the format genuinely honored the year's top player. Jeeno's situation became particularly contentious because she entered the finale perfectly positioned to exploit this system. Not as an overwhelming favorite, nor a long shot, but precisely in a spot where the points reset offered a considerable advantage. Fans immediately noted this placement, sparking extensive discourse. Some argued the system was essentially structured to enable consistent players like her to compete against those with more significant individual wins. Others posited the reset granted her an opportunity that belied her season's actual performance relative to multi-tournament winners. Thus, even before the CME Championship commenced, Jeeno was more than merely a contender. For numerous outspoken online observers, she embodied the very essence of what people either embraced or reviled about this polarizing format. What nobody foresaw was how this already divisive structure would culminate in a perfect storm upon Championship Sunday, when pressure reached its zenith.
Really good life that I have right now, and to be able to do the job that I love, and then to have the people that love me no matter who I am or no matter what's happened. It's really, I appreciate it.
Once the initial fervor subsided, the true narrative behind the contention proved far less intricate than online conjecture suggested. There existed no scoring error, no technical fault, no last-minute adjustments, nor accidental declaration. The reality was straightforward. The CME point system functioned precisely as intended, rewarding exceptional finale performance coupled with consistent season-long achievements. The disorientation arose from broadcast projections, which continually shifted as players concluded their final holes. These projections are merely speculative estimates, designed to assist viewers in navigating complex tournaments, not to represent official standings. They frequently struggle to keep pace during tumultuous final rounds with multiple contenders still active. Couple this with a points reset format that even seasoned fans find challenging to grasp, and conditions were ideal for misinterpretation. While other players buckled under extreme pressure, Jeeno remained steadfast. Her composed, error-free play was precisely what the finale structure is designed to recognize, and as the concluding groups completed their rounds, the official calculations favored her. The controversy wasn't rooted in a flawed system, but rather in one of intricate design, widely misunderstood, already questioned by fans, and capable of producing outcomes that appear unexpected even when perfectly aligned with regulation. Jeeno emerged as the beneficiary of this complexity, not through chance or error, but through superior performance when others could not withstand the pressure. In a season where her steady excellence was frequently overlooked, the finale rendered her capabilities undeniable. With clarity now established, the impending question is, what implications does this hold for her future? With official final scores and the 2025 season concluded, Jeeno Thitikul secured not merely a trophy but an immediate position at the heart of one of the LPGA's most significant recent debate. The noteworthy aspect is that Jeeno herself initiated no controversy. She violated no rules, gained no advantage from corrections, nor did she even orchestrate a dramatic comeback. Her actions were simple. She delivered exemplary golf as nearly every other contender faltered under pressure. Yet, due to the intense disarray surrounding the finale, her quiet ascent sparked a monumental discussion. The 2025 CME Tour Championship transcended a mere competition. It was a nexus of confusion and pressure, featuring a format already doubted by fans, a broadcast attempting to track volatile projections, analysts disputing computations, and competitors making critical errors at the worst possible junctures. This confluence generated a widespread perception that something had gone awry, a sentiment only intensified by Jeeno's composed celebration. The internet requires no factual evidence when emotions run high, and this finale provided viewers just enough ambiguity for theories to proliferate universally. Consequently, arguments persist. Some fans contend the system failed to appropriately acknowledge the season's top performer. Others assert broadcast projections misled everyone about events unfolding. A vocal online faction still maintains that Jeeno's victory was anomalous, despite clear official results. Yet, a crucial element is largely missed. Jeeno did not stumble into this title by chance. She played precisely the type of golf that wins chaotic tournaments. While others attempted risky shots, she skillfully avoided costly errors. As contenders succumbed to pressure, she maintained her unwavering rhythm, and within a points reset system, whether favored or not, that approach becomes extraordinarily potent. The debate surrounding her triumph reveals less about Jeeno and more about the format itself. Fans distrust it, analysts perpetually challenge it, and periodically the CME finale provokes this identical dispute. Is this truly the optimal method for determining a season champ? Jeeno's win merely coincided with the moment these frustrations reached their critical threshold. For Jeeno personally, however, this event could redefine her entire career. No longer the consistent, quietly competing player, she now stands at the epicenter of a global golf debate. Such attention can reshape everything, positively or negatively. It can transform a player into a target, a fan favorite, or more compellingly, a competitor with profound motivation. For now, the question that will shadow her into every future tournament is straightforward yet weighty. Was her victory truly accidental, or is her talent far greater than previously recognized? The 2025 season is concluded, yet this narrative has only just begun. Every shot she takes next year will be scrutinized anew. Every leaderboard she graces will be filtered through this controversy, and if she triumphs again, or even comes close, it will not just silence the theories, it will fundamentally redefine her perception as a competitor. Currently, the debate persists. The victory stands, the contention grows, and Jeeno Thitikul finds herself in an unprecedented position, the focal point of global attention, with the golf world closely observing her next move.
All right, Jeeno, this season you have 13 top 10s, 2 wins, 4 runner-up finishes, you're leading the race to the CME Globe and scoring average, and you're also the Rolex Rankings world #1. How much fun are you having right now?
It's so fun. I just really like my life right now. Yeah, if you're playing a good golf, you most really enjoyable and fun.
As intense pressure enveloped the field on the conclusive day, the tournament diverged sharply from a conventional championship climax, descending into absolute pandemonium. Leaderboard positions fluctuated continuously after each hole. Competitors who appeared secure on Saturday suddenly succumbed to costly errors. Others emerged from obscurity with improbable scores, nullifying all prior predictions. From the initial tee shot, one truth became self-evident. No observer possessed a clear understanding of the actual frontrunner. Television commentators struggled to maintain pace. One analyst asserted Yamashita was poised to claim the season title. Another expert contended Rose Zhang had surged ahead following a late birdie streak. A third remarked that Wu remained favored if she sustained her composure. Meanwhile, social media spiraled into complete disarray. Fans disseminated screenshots of conflicting TV graphics depicting various leaders. Golf-centric accounts posted contradictory updates every few minutes. Some viewers became convinced that three distinct players held mathematical leads simultaneously. The perplexity deepened, with pressure mounting on the ultimate holes. Several of the season's premier stars, players who had dominated headlines, began committing uncharacteristic blunder. A critical bogey here, a missed putt there, and suddenly the entire competitive landscape felt volatile. Every shot realigned the standings, every misstep altered the leadership, and each fresh update only deepened the confusion. Amidst this turmoil, Jeeno maintained her season-long regimen: composed focus, judicious decisions, and avoidance of significant errors. Par after measured par, calculated choices, devoid of panic, collapse, or gratuitous risks. Her performance lacked drama or highlight appeal, but as others faltered under immense strain, her unwavering approach became profoundly potent. However, due to the intricate point system, most viewers remained oblivious to the unfolding reality. While Jeeno systematically ascended, TV graphics persisted in featuring other names. Audiences continued to perceive different leaders, right up to the final moments. Thus, when all finally settled, and Jeena's name crowned the ultimate standings, the golf world reacted with utter incredulity. The instant this widespread confusion reached social media, the online golf community did not celebrate Jeena's win. It absolutely erupted. Within moments, Twitter exploded, Reddit threads descended into chaos, and fan pages circulated screenshots alleging computational error. The initial wave of bewilderment stemmed from viewers who had tracked the TV broadcast, insisting graphics had indicated a different leader mere minutes prior. Some were certain final calculations should have favored Yamashita. Others believed Rose Zhang needed only a par on 18 for the title. A few asserted Lali Avuza's finish should have mathematically secured her the championship. None of this was officially substantiated, but uncertainty propagates rapidly, especially given the CME point system's notorious complexity. Then conjectures proliferate. Golf blogs published alternative calculations contrasting official results. Fan-operated statistics sites implied broadcast projection inaccuracies. Certain accounts claimed disparities between live updates and final standing. A viral post even suggested Jeena's crowning was an accidental system error. Again, no official evidence corroborated these claims. Yet, theories require no proof when propelled by momentum and fervent followers. Clips circulated of the leaderboard's instantaneous update, with observers dissecting the rapid shifts. Fans scrutinized TV replays and graphics for inconsistencies. TikTok videos analyzed final shots from multiple angles, posing questions like, were LPGA calculations flawed, and was there doubt about the true victor? And because the CME format is widely recognized as intricate, even by devoted golf enthusiasts, these theories seemed plausible to those unfamiliar with the points reset mechanism. The discourse intensified so swiftly that within an hour, terms like CME confusion and points controversy trended across golf communities. The conjectures had gained supremacy, transforming her victory into the season's most contentious outcome. These theories merely emboldened critics who had ceaselessly scrutinized her approach throughout the year. These detractors seized the opportune controversy to amplify their viewpoints. The scoring ambiguity provided an ideal platform to voice accumulated criticisms of Jeena's season-long strategy. Immediately upon official standings confirmation, her perennial skeptics resurfaced with amplified arguments. They asserted she lacked the seasonal dominance of her peers, citing Yamashita's pivotal wins, Zhang's spectacular displays, and Vu's clutch performances as true indicators of deserving season recognition. In contrast, they claimed Jeeno failed to deliver comparable landmark victories. Critics suggested she had never achieved that singular definitive win that characterized her season, contending instead that she simply maintained consistency, capitalizing on others' errors. The CME finale appeared to validate this narrative. As multiple contenders faltered on crucial holes, some observers insisted Jeeno hadn't won, but rather others had lost. They argued her steady style benefited from the struggles of players known for risk-taking and generating excitement. Then there was the points reset itself, a perpetual source of fan frustration. It became the perfect focal point for criticism. They argued the system had artificially elevated her into contention, rewarding consistency over outright dominance. They claimed the reset had divested the title from the season's genuine leaders, awarding it to someone who hadn't earned it in the conventional sense. None of these assertions altered the official outcome, yet they profoundly reshaped the dialogue surrounding her victory. Overnight, Jeeno's championship transcended mere surprise, becoming the nexus of an intense debate regarding the qualities of a rightful champion. And that discussion only escalated when her victory celebration underwent scrutiny. Upon examination of her celebration, Jeeno's characteristically composed demeanor became even more polarizing. When declared the 2025 CME champion, her reaction mirrored her consistent season-long presentation, calm and measured, not the exuberant display typically anticipated from securing the season's most significant win. Viewers instantly noted this, dissecting every moment. Clips circulated online depicting her checking the scoreboard and surveying her surroundings with her usual steady expression. This time, however, that composure was reinterpreted by those already doubting the result. Some fans claimed she appeared taken aback by the outcome. Others suggested an air of uncertainty. A few insisted she only grasped her victory upon official confirmation. These moments, propagated across myriad social media posts, further inflamed the ongoing controversy. Amidst a situation already rife with hypotheses about scoring inaccuracies and format flaws, her reaction served as additional substantiation for those inclined to believe something had gone awry. Her tranquil response was perceived as bewilderment, rather than her inherent temperament. In reality, Jeeno consistently exhibits composure under pressure, a defining trait. Yet, in a finale steeped in confusion and contention, that same composure transformed into a target for criticism and conjecture. Within hours, snippets of her reaction were shared more widely than footage of her actual tournament performance. Nevertheless, as emotional reactions continued to mount, the underlying facts of the controversy proved far simpler than widely presumed.